We're going to make a transition here. We're going to have the people who haven't been at the table up at the table, and we're going to do a math lesson. You may bring your pencils with you. Those of you that are at your seats, you can get working on what's at the board.
Should we just bring our paper?
I asked you to bring your pencil, but if you've already brought paper, then just put it on the table.
Is that a microphone?
It's a speaker.
Oh, this is hard.
Okay, so I need to do a bunch of problems. 15 of them.
All right, let's take a look at the directions at the top of the page.
Thank you.
Sonia, would you read the directions, please?
Solve the problems. The solution may require addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Write the pattern in the answer. Use another sheet of paper.
So are we going to write in our books?
No.
No. Where are we going to write?
On another sheet of paper.
Oh, on another sheet of paper. So you have a stack of paper right underneath your book. So let's look at the very first problem. Leila, would you read it for me, please?
500 people enter a restaurant. There is room for only 4 persons at each table. How many tables do they need?
Now, Sonia said this was really difficult. Let's see if we can make it not so difficult. Let's take a look at this. Well, what information are we given first?
That there are 500 people in the restaurant and there
Okay,
are
so that's the first piece of information. We have 500 people in the restaurant, but then we're told what?
only 4 people can be at each table.
Only 4 people can be at each table. But we start with the 500, and what does the 500 tell us?
The dividend all.
It tells us all the people we have. So on our paper, I want you to write 500. And that's the all. It's all we have. And we also know something about the 4. What does 4 tell us?
The number of times into
The number of persons at each table. So there's going to be 4, 4, 4, 4, and we're going to keep on going until we get to 500, aren't you? So you said, what kind of question is this going to be? Addition, subtraction?
Division.
Oh, division. So we're going to write our 4 and our division bracket. And if 500 is the all, what's the 4?
The divisor.
It's the divisor, but what is it
the
telling us?
number into which I divide the all.
But is it the number of piles, or is it the number in each pile?
The number in each pile.
The number in each pile. So I have 500 people, and I have 4 people in each pile. Can you find your answer for me?
125.
And what does 125 tell us?
The quotient is
Well, we have the all. We have the number in each pile, so 125 is the
number of piles.
the number of piles. We were looking for the number of piles. What was the question that was asked? Sonia, what question were we asked in number 1?
How many tables do they need?
How many tables do they need? Can you answer that in a complete sentence for me?
They need 125 tables.
They need 125 tables. So I want you to skip a line and write, they need 125 tables. Do you have a sentence? Really?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Do you have a sentence?
No.
What did you learn in first grade about what a sentence has? It begins with a capital letter and it ends with a period. And you want your paper, your answer to be able to just pop off the page for the teacher. So would you underline 125 tables, please, so that she sees that, or he? So that was question number 1. Let's look at question number 3. Who read number 1 for me?
Me.
You did? Me did? Who read number 1? I did. Okay. So then, Ion, would you read number 3 for me, please?
Martha bought a set of 6 silver dishes for $3,900. How much did each dish cost?
So can you see that picture in your mind?
Yes.
What's the first piece of information that we're given?
She bought a set of 6 silver dishes
And for how much?
for $3,900.
So we have $3,900. What does this tell us in our story? What is this? $3,900. All the money. Yes. So $3,900 is the all. That's all she had. It's all the money she had. But what other information are we given?
She bought a set of silver.
A set of 6. So what does 6 tell us?
It's the divisor.
But what does it tell us?
She bought 6 of them.
Yes, so I know it's going to be my divisor, but is it the number of piles or the number in each pile?
The number in each pile.
Is it? Are there going to be 6 dishes and...
Number into which I divide the whole.
Well, let's think about the picture. You have $39,000 and you've bought a set of 6 dishes. How much did each dish cost? Think about it. Are we looking for the number of piles or the number in each pile? Should we draw a picture?
Yes.
Okay. So she bought how many dishes?
6.
6. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how much did all of that cost?
$3,900.
$3,900. So am I looking for the number of piles? What does 6 tell me?
The number of piles.
6 tells me the number of piles I have, but I don't know how much is in each one, do I?
No.
No. So I have the number of piles. 6 is the number of piles. And what am I looking for? If I have the number of piles and I have the all, what am I looking for?
The number in each pile.
The number in each pile.
Which is...
So I'm going to divide 6. How many 6s are in 3? Oh, doesn't go. How many 6s are in 39?
6.
6 with how much left over?
3.
3. How many 6s are in 30?
5.
5.
How much left over?
None.
Nothing. So what's my answer?
600. 650.
650 elephants?
No, $650.
$650. Oh, you're missing your dollar sign here. So put your dollar sign there. I'll put your dollar sign there. So, Reese, what was the question that we were asked in number 3?
How much did she need?
Number 3?
Number 3?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Oh, how much did each dish cost?
How much did each dish cost? How can we answer that in a complete sentence?
Is this for everyone?
Each dish costed $650.
I want to talk about that word, the verb cost. You're going to put each dish cost. Today, today it cost something. Yesterday it cost something. The verb is the same. It's like cut. Today I cut the paper. Yesterday I cut the paper. Today it cost $650. Yesterday it cost $650. Each dish cost $650.
Period.
With a period.
Oh, sure.
Now both of those worked out to be division questions, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's look at number 5.
Oh, we're skipping. We're going.
We'll look at number 5.
1, 3, 5.
Olivia baked 225 delicious brownies for the school picnic. She put them on colorful paper plates of 8 each. How many paper plates did she use? Now, before you say anything, what kind of problem is this going to be? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? It's another division question. So in number 3, what information are we given?
That
The first word, the first number we're given is 225. What are they?
Delicious
brownies. Delicious brownies. So 225 is the all. And then she put them onto plates of 8 each. Well, what does 8 tell us? Look at your picture in your mind.
The number of piles.
Well, they're on plates. And we have 8 here, and 8 here, and 8 here, and 8 here. What do we have? If I have 8 and 8 and 8, is this telling me how many piles I have, or the number in each pile?
The number in each.
The number in each pile. 8 tells me the number in each pile. Now, can you solve your problem?
It has a remainder.
It does?
Yes.
What did you get as an answer?
28 with the remainder 1.
What do you think she's going to do with that leftover brownie?
Eat it.
That's what I would do. Say, I made just one brownie too many. No one will ever know the difference, right? What else could she do? If she
could distribute it.
She could, but how many, one brownie, and how many pieces would she have to cut it into?
A lot.
And then no one would want to eat that.
It'd be
It'll
so
be, like,
small.
tiny.
I might as well just eat it, right? But if she didn't like chocolate brownies, what else could she do with it?
Vanilla.
She could throw it away.
She could throw it away, but that would be wasteful.
She could give it to eat someone else.
Yes, she could give it to someone else.
Or she
Perhaps her little brother really liked brownies, and she thought, oh, well, since we're going to have
A ton of
them at the school picnic, that perhaps I could let my little brother have them.
Or at the school picnic, someone will be the lucky one with one extra bun.
Oh, there could
they
be,
could auction it
that's right, there could be one plate that had, how many on it?
9.
9. Or maybe she would like to give that brownie to her teacher.
Or her best friend.
Or her best friend. There are lots of different things that she could do with it. So were these problems really that difficult, Sonia? No. It looked a bit overwhelming when you first looked at it to see all of these. But we worked on it very, very slowly. And then when you go back to your seat, I would have you finish number 2 and number 4, just to make sure that you knew what you were doing.
So all
and then
we do is 2 and 4?
2 and 4. And then when we come back to the table next time for our math lesson, we'll check to make sure that you did 2 and 4 correctly before we move on
Will we even
and do the
have another
rest.
math lesson?
Does that sound like fun? Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yes.
Did you enjoy your math lesson at the table?
Yes.
Good. Did you learn more about division?
Yes.
Yes. So how many children do we have here at the table?
4.
4 children. And if I added 4 more children, how many would we have?
8.
8 children. But we only have how many?
4.
We only have 4. Can I divide you into groups of 4?
No. Yes.
Oh, how many groups of 4 would we have?
1.
1 group of 4. Could I divide you into groups of 2?
Yes.
And what would we have?
2.
2 groups of?
2.
What if I asked you to divide yourself into 3 groups? Could you do that?
No.
No?
Yes.
How, Sonia?
There could be 2 people. Wait. 2 people that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could split ourselves in half.
Well, but that wouldn't be realistic.
No.
But I want you in 3 groups.
No. We could do it, but one person wouldn't be in it.
So, but everybody's going to participate.
No, we have 7.
I have an idea. We could
Just-
have 3 people, and the last person could get cut in thirds.
No.
No.
You're going to divide yourselves into 3 groups.
You can't do it. That's impossible.
Really?
Yes.
Can you be 1 group by yourself? Sure.
Oh, yes, 1, 1, 2.
Could you be a group by yourself?
Yes.
Could you be a group by yourself?
And then Leela could be with me.
And Leela could be with you, or with you, or with you. Yeah, so it is
didn't say.
possible. It is possible. You know what, boys and girls? Our time for math has come to an end. It's gone so quickly.
Wow.
I know. I've enjoyed myself.
Thank you
For the lesson, Mrs. Abroad.
You're welcome. You may take your language of numbers books and just go back to your seat.